Alright, so welcome back to Don Flaco Media. Today I'm going to be finally installing this Xcessive lower intake manifold on my 13B REW Swap RX-8. So one thing I noticed that the kit didn't include, you need top feed Bosch style, Bosch top feed style injectors. But what the kit doesn't tell you is you need these little adapter bungs that I found at Fuel, or I forget the company's name. It's like Function Engineering or Fuel Function Engineering. It cost me like 38 bucks. And basically it's just an insert so the injector fits snugly in the ports, because without the bungs the injectors were just dancing. But yeah, that was the missing piece I needed that I didn't know I need. Another thing I did was I welded this in and I plugged this hole right here. Supposedly this hole is for the fuel pressure regulator thing or whatever, but I don't have one, so I plugged it up. My original setup doesn't have one, so I just plugged it up and put the fitting. And right now I'm just like presenting it first, make sure everything fits right, and from the looks of it everything does. Another thing, these plugs, these bars right here was from my old kit, so this is not included in the kit. This is just me improvising. The kit only comes with like these metal, I don't even know how to call them. They just plug up the hole, but I'm using my old kit to like improvise and make it fit like snugly and shit. But yeah, I'm just presenting the product, so make sure it fits well. I'm about to like take it all apart and then put it in a car. But yeah, everything looks pretty good. So I went ahead and put the little bungs to seal off the extra ports, and I put some gasket sealer around it. So now I'm just gonna let it sit and dry up, and then next day I'll go ahead and put in the part to dry up.
Y hay que llevarlo ajustado parejo para que entre parejo.
Yeah, I also forgot to mention, you also need this piece right here too. This is like a little cap for Bosch style top feed injectors. So you need these caps and the bungs down here in order to make the Bosch style top feed injectors fit on this manifold. I had to shave this corner lip right here because it was hitting this exact, kept getting caught right here, so it wouldn't let me align the bolts, so I had to do that little custom work. But let me get back to it. So now, as you can see, it fits nicely now. Lost it. But this lip was too long, and it was getting it was touching the firewall, and it wouldn't let me set it down properly to align it with the bolts. But you see how tight that fitment is right there. I also did the same thing over here, right here, previously. So yeah, that's another thing you guys gotta look out for if you have an RX-8. But let me get back into it. So we managed to put the manifold in. We had to modify part of the fuel rail. This was the O piece, but it was too long. So everything's bolted up. I'm just nervous as fuck to start it up on my own. I don't know if I should like wait for my dad or just send it and like do it myself. Put the downpipe. I put an extra wrap right here on this wiring. I'm just nervous for this part right here because we had to improvise and put a hose instead of the AM fitting lines because the original one was too long, and then we cut it and then it was too short, so we just had to improvise and put a hose right there, fuel hose with some real tight ass clamps. I'm pretty sure it's gonna work, but I'm still nervous as fuck to start it up on my own. I don't know. Should I send it? Alright, so nervous as fuck still. I connected the battery, turned the switch on, the ignition on to like prime the injectors. Extinguisher ready. Intake's on. I hope this shit don't blow up. I mean, why would it blow up though? It shouldn't. The worst that could happen is that it leaks and then I might catch fire and then the hose burns down. That ain't no biggie. Alright, let's send it. Let me turn on my GoPro second footage. Look at that. Something's definitely leaking. I heard it. I don't know which one it is though. And I smell it. Crap. There goes that. All right, let me investigate this further. So this ended up being the culprit. My fuel leak was right here. But this was just like a easy backyard fix. This line is for like vacuum. I'm gonna go and see if I can find a universal fuel line out of zone so I can replace this and bolt it back up. But yeah, this was the culprit. That's what was leaking. It tore up somehow. This is gonna be the first start with the Xcessive lower intake manifold. idling better. It's not even jumpy compared to the other manifold. Let's see. So with this manifold, I'm supposed to be getting like more airflow compared to the other one I had, the CX Racing. So I don't know if I could drive the car like this or I have to take it straight to the dyno. I'm not sure, but the idles seem way better compared to the other lower intake manifold. So like I said before, this is the Xcessive Racing lower intake manifold, 13B REW. Everything seems to be working fine. Thank God. So now the next thing to do is to take it to the dyno and test it.